8 years from now in 2022, if all goes well, athletes from around the world will compete in the 24th Winter Olympics. But where the host city will be remains an open question, with lists of cities waiting to host the Games dwindling by the day. Elizabeth Palmer has more from London on the Olympics that no one seems to want.
A whopping $51 billion bought Vladimir Putin some spectacular sporting venues and global attention that did wonders for his image and Russia's. But at what cost to the Games themselves?
Vladimir Putin has destroyed the Winter Games by spending $51 billion on Sochi.
Mitchell Moss is professor of urban policy and planning at NYU.
The Winter Olympics are only 1/3 the size of the Summer Olympics. It gets 1/3 the number of athletes, 1/3 the number of countries, and building a luge, building a bobsled, a ski jump, they're expensive.
The residents of Krakow in Poland saw civic bankruptcy looming if they had to equal or even outdo Sochi. So they voted a resounding 70% no in a referendum this week to hosting the 2022 Winter Games. And they're not the only ones getting cold feet. Germans in Munich were crushed when they lost the bid to host the 2018 Games and plan to try again in 2022. But 6 months ago, they withdrew their application. And so did the Swiss. Mitchell Moss says the International Olympic Committee pushes cities too hard to spend too much.
I think people love watching the sports. They don't want to pay for the facilities to hold the games. And so there's now a view that the Olympics are a way in which cities go into bankruptcy rather than to add to their glamour.
Turning a city into an Olympic showcase, summer or winter, is an expensive gamble. And a groundswell of taxpayers don't buy that the Olympic billions spent up front will ever pay off.
We've had too many Olympic facilities which turn out to be used for 17 days and are paid for over 17 years.
For CBS This Morning Saturday, I'm Elizabeth Palmer.